Alright. Mazuma Boxing back with another video. Alright guys, just like I said in my previous video, if you watched it, that I was going to speak on this Tyson Fury situation. Now, if you guys haven't heard, Tyson Fury has pulled out of the Klitschko fight once again. This is his second time doing so within the past few months. Initially, he had canceled the fight because he had an ankle injury, which his trainer had confirmed that was actually genuine, that was true. Now, the second time, they're saying it's his doctors that are stopping him from doing this fight because they say he's medically unfit. Now, they may be talking about, like, his mentality that, if you guys don't really, like, pay attention to, like, the personal lives of these boxers that are displayed on the media, Tyson Fury does have some problems, man. Like, the guy, he does say some crazy shit out of his mind, and it just, like, makes you wonder whether the guy is mentally stable or not. And now the doctors are coming out and saying that that he's unfit for this fight. Now, if you guys look back on your history on Tyson Fury a little bit, there were some accusations that he had been using PEDs back last year when he was training for his fight. When he was training for his fight against Klitschko, and then he's going around talking about how Deontay Wilder must have a big dick. You know, weird shit like that. Just like this guy has a little bit of issues. His wife said that he's like an alcohol abuser, and the guy doesn't really take care of himself much outside of the ring. Now, a lot of fighters do that, but they're able to maintain. They're able to get back in shape before their training camp is over. So I guess that's okay. But this man abuses his body a lot, and he comes out of shape really quickly. Like, Tyson Fury isn't the type that comes in with ripped ass abs or whatever. He does look flabby at times at his weigh-ins, but at least he'll be in shape because he got to be in shape to move around how the way Tyson Fury does. And when he came to that Klitschko press conference for the first time, the man was extremely out of shape. Like, the man had a whole stomach and everything. And it seemed like everything was going downhill after he had won his titles against Klitschko for the first time. Now, shout out the boxing scene. They just they were able to provide an article from Tyson Fury's trainer provided by IFL TV. Shout out to them. They're really underrated in the boxing community. They always have some great music videos. They always have some great information on UK fighters in general. And they were talking about the downfall of Tyson Fury's mentality. Now, a lot of people were shocked, including me, that he bailed out of the fight for the second time because a lot of fighters don't usually do that. Like, it happens when fighters aren't able to fight the first time, but the second time, that's a crazy thing. Now, a lot of people, his trainer says that Tyson Fury has been acting this way because it's like a combination of a lot of things. And then, but he said the main thing that he really believes led to Tyson Fury's mental breakdown is that he said this: I think when he won the world title, the way he was treated, he said to me, I came back off the boat. I picked up the paper. I expected to be celebrated, but straight away the hate campaign started. He was complaining a lot about it, he said. You know, we're just not accepted. I won the world title, and this is how I get treated? It's almost as if there's a vendetta against me since I won. So that didn't please him too much, Peter Fury told IFL TV. Now, he seems as if he's getting a lot of hate. But if you look back on a lot of these fighters like Floyd Mayweather, a lot after these guys get titles, I even see Terrence Crawford getting hate, man. I see Earl Spence Jr. getting hate, and the motherfucker don't even have a belt. So that's really common with boxing. It's like a lot of American fans are just haters in general. That's why Roy Jones says, yeah, I'm a European fighter. Because nobody in America show no love, man. These guys aren't loyal, and they're just not cut from the same cloth as these European guys. Now, as these European fans, I should say. And then he says, he continues on. Peter Fury goes on to say, I think he said on many occasions, what is it for? Because if I am not being credited for the work I've done and for what I've achieved, why am I bothering? So I think it created a lot of negativity in him as a person. It's just the lack of respect he receives on a global scale, so that had an effect. He came to the gym for a rematch. He did injure his ankle. It was genuine, like I said before. He was having a good camp, but even so, when were abroad in Holland, he kept saying, I'm going to do it. I'm losing interest in this game. So I believe it's Tyson Fury's haters that's really not is really discouraging him to continue on with this fight game, which I find completely strange because well, not really, but it is kind of strange because like a lot of people work in a way in which they're motivated when people talk bad about them, so they're able to prove them wrong. But on the other hand, Tyson Fury is really discouraged by this hate that he's receiving, and it reminds me of what Andre Berto had said one time that Mike Tyson told him. He said, "Don't ever put your love into this boxing game. It's gonna fuck you over every time," and that's what I think Tyson Fury is doing. I think he has a lot of love for the sport, in my opinion, and that now that he's noticing how the fans really are and how hard it is to stay mentally strong in this game, he seems like he's just slowly breaking down now. He said they continue on. From when we had various issues with him, he's been snapping a lot. He's coming into the gym. His mind was elsewhere some days. I think it's because the witch hunt against him, the recent allegations and everything else has put him over the edge. And he said that if this is what boxing is doing, then I don't want it. It's very disappointing for me. So this man, I mean, it's self-explanatory. I really don't have to explain that. He's been driven underground with it. He's at a breaking point, and now he is seeking help. There will be a statement issued probably on Tuesday, and basically nothing means anything. He's at an all-time low. Now, this is really unfortunate. You know, I like Tyson Fury a lot. I mean, this man has this guy, he's perfect for the heavyweight division. This guy, he has the gift of gab. You know, he talked that shit. You know, he obviously backed it up. He beat Klitschko, who hasn't been beaten in over a decade, man. He dominated the heavyweight division, and the heavyweight division was born because of him. And there was like the heavyweight division was calling for somebody to take over after Klitschko and actually make the heavyweight division exciting like the welterweight division is, like all these other weight divisions are. And now that, and it was like as soon as Fury beat Klitschko, it was like the whole heavyweight division just opened up. Then Wilder came through, and then Luis Ortiz came through, then Anthony Joshua came through, and the heavyweight division blossomed with new talented fighters, and now the gateway is just open for all of them to take over. Now, with that being said, man, it's just really unfortunate. You know, Tyson Fury is definitely one of the most exciting fighters verbally in the game. And I just think that's what we need more. We need more outspoken fighters, especially in the heavyweight division. And now that he's being discouraged to do so, it completely upsets me. And I hope that he's able to bounce back from this like a true champion. I mean, but if you look at, I'm really lost with this because, like, a lot of fighters go through these same situations. A lot of fighters can relate to this man. A lot of these fighters can relate to being in the same situation as Tyson Fury with receiving hate from the critics. Floyd is a prime example since everybody know who he is. That's the closest thing we could get to that. I could say that Mayweather's criticism was even worse, but he was able to put that to the side and continue fighting. You know, he had that domestic violence thing going on. He was able to fight through it. He was able to fight through his fiance having an abortion with his twin babies. Mike Tyson, he was able to go through that rape case and was able to fight through it. Although he wasn't the same, he was able to fight through it. Muhammad Ali, he got arrested after refusing to fight in the war. He came back, continued to fight. It's like all of these fighters came back, you know, and they were able to bounce back from it. So I hope Tyson Fury comes from that same cloth and is able to replicate the same things that they did. And it's not only boxing. This relates to life in general. When shit seems to go downhill, you got to be able to find a way to get through that. This it's a life thing to go through in general, and you know, a lot of people like Kobe Bryant, he had that rape charge as well. Derrick Rose is going through it right now with the rape scandal that he's going through. Michael Jordan had a gambling problem. Was able to fight through it. It's just a lot of shit, man. But I hope Tyson Fury is able to go through this because we really need this guy, man. Boxing really needs this man, and let's just see what happens. But as of right now, it's really upsetting to see what's going on. And y'all guys just let me know what y'all think about Tyson Fury and his current situation. And that's about it. This is Mazuma Boxing, and we out of here.